You know, one of the things about being a father is you get stuff. You get coffee cups and socks and underwear and ties and paper mache things. And you remember your children and how much you love them and how proud you are of them and how you know that there is something about them that is unique and special and that they have gifts that they don't even know that they have yet. And you can see the things that they can't see, the things that are getting in their way, and you hope that you can help them move over those obstacles. That's what parenting is supposed to be about. That's what being a father is all about. It's not necessarily being anything else, although we put things onto being father or mother that sometimes get in the way. I think one of the things that we do is when we think of fatherhood, we think of God the Father. But the odd thing is that in the Old Testament, in particular, God is not represented as a father. When we see God, when God is present, actually physically present, God walks around in the cool of the evening in Genesis 3. But we don't see God's feet. We don't see what God looks like. When we see God represented, see, there you go. He is so deeply embedded in me. But the truth that the Old Testament gives us is that God presents God's self as a burning bush, a spirit, a pillar of fire, a pillar of cloud, a whirlwind, and a still small voice, whispering, be your best self. Trust me and be your best self. And I think one of the best attributes of parenthood, in my case, fatherhood, is when I am trustworthy. When I do the things that I say I will do, and when I create an environment where people around me flourish, then I'm being a good father. And I am acting in the image of God. And that's who we are. And I think it is very important, extremely exclamation point, important that we heed Genesis 1:26. We think of Adam as being created first, and then Eve, and then children. And we think, oh, that's the hierarchy. But it isn't. There's one hierarchy, and that is God and God's creation. That's it. Everything else is in relationship. And that is expressed in Genesis chapter 1. It's like God 101, Genesis 1. What God does in Genesis 1 is be creative and be loving. That is God's action. And at the end of all of God's action, God says, let us make humanity in our own image. Male and female, God created. Everybody, male and female. So what does it mean to be created in the image of God? It doesn't mean that I have a beard. That is not in the image of God. I can have a beard and do all kinds of nasty things that are not godlike. What do I do if I am godlike? Well, what I do is love and create. And love is not a contract. Love is not transactional. There's nothing wrong with a contract, but let's call the thing for what it is. Love is not love if there is a string attached to it. I love somebody. I want the best for them. I want all of their gifts to come forward, to be realized in their full potential, whatever they are. That is fatherhood. That is motherhood. That is personhood. That's it. God bless.